Chance to make your voice heard on speed limits right now of those current traffic conditions here on this Tuesday. This is right near the Deck Park Tunnel for you drivers on the I-10 westbound. Off to the right, a lot of headlights coming out of the Deck Park Tunnel on that eastbound side. We'll check your speeds for you so you know what to expect. 18, want to show you where I started to spot some slowing out there along I-10, and here's why. When I pulled the pull off to the right-hand side and that right shoulder, but they didn't quite make it, so they're partially blocking. Like I mentioned, you're about 25 miles per hour as you're approaching the 202 southbound interchange. So I'll keep watching this area, and we'll see what it's doing through Desert Drive time when we check Traffic Planner Plus coming up in just a couple. Checking those current traffic conditions. Want to let you know, spotted this crash in the East Valley. Drivers off to the right-hand side, not impacting your speeds right now. Keep watching it to see if DPS arrives on the scene and it causes some more slowing. Also in the East Valley, Power and Brown, we've got a crash right there near the 202 Red Mountain Freeway. But most of your slowing on your Valley freeways is going to be along I-10, mostly right near the Loop 101 there in the West Valley. There's a view of those live images there near 83rd Avenue, where we do have a vehicle off to the left-hand side, Nick and Kaylee. So we'll keep watching Road C, monitoring those speeds in Tempe. As we've been telling you, the city is considering reducing the speed limit on 7 roads, including parts of Broadway Road, Priest Drive, and Guadalupe. But your input, I want to let you know about some issues we're seeing out there on those roadways, including the 17, that northbound direction. Look, those ADOT cameras zooming in for us right now to show that right lane blocked off for drivers as they're making their way to that Loop 101 transition, as you're trying to get to the 101 East, making your way there on the Pima Freeway from the North Stack. It's going to impact you, too, if you want to go west, though, because those drivers have that right lane blocked. They're having to maneuver around. Right now, don't see DPS on the scene of this one just yet. I'm sure they're going to arrive soon, and we may see more issues out there for that transition ramp. I will keep you posted. We also have a crash in the East Valley on the 202, the Santan Freeway, that westbound direction near McClintock. So as you're getting closer to the 10, and still watching those 2 crashes on the 10 in the West Valley, I-10 eastbound near Estrella and near Bullard, very close to each other off the left. And also off to the right-hand side, you're going to notice those hazards out there dropping those speeds. We'll check those Desert Drive times for you so you know the impact of all of those issues. Still had march of those whiteout conditions there on the I-40. It stranded drivers for hours in all of it. So in an all-new Operation Safe Roads report, there's the Department of Transportation, ADOT. They're getting ready to deploy to keep those roads clear. This morning, we're going to get a sneak peek of the operations for the hundreds of snowplows and their drivers. Our own Adam Mincer is live at the Mesa Maintenance Yard. Adam, drivers need to know the snow across the board there on the Santan Freeway, causing a little bit of abnormal slowing for you folks in the East Valley. And I'm still watching this crash for you folks trying to transition on the 17, that northbound direction over to the 101. That right lane is blocked off there, causing a bit of a backup on that northbound side. So to get around that a little bit easier with that right lane restricted, and you want to get on the 101 eastbound, you may want to hop off at Greenway and make your way in that northbound direction at 19th Avenue to reach the 101. We'll get you a check of what some of these issues are doing to those drive times with Traffic Planner Plus still coming up, Kaylee. Traffic Planner Plus running through the valley to see what all those desert drive times look like, how long that commute is going to take you. And we're definitely starting to get busy out there as we get closer to that 7 o'clock hour. I-10 eastbound from the 303 over to the mini stack, getting closer to that 50-minute mark as you get out the door on this Tuesday. Grand Avenue from the 101 Agua Fria to the 17, 25 minutes. Look at that, 13 minutes on the 101 southbound from the US 60 as you look to transition to the I-10. The East Valley commute is not too bad. We still have that crash near McClintock on the Santan Freeway causing a little bit of slowing. Nothing major through that area, but we do have most of our slowing along the Superstition Freeway at 23 minutes from the 202 to the 10 minutes on the 202 from the 101 over to the mini stack interchange. Green conditions will remain on the Price Freeway as you transition up to the Red Mountain Freeway from the Santan Freeway. I-17 southbound from the 101 to the stack, plan for a half hour for that ride. Plus, we're watching those issues in that northbound direction of the 17 as you're looking to transition to the 101 eastbound. We still have that crash blocking that right lane, so something abnormal for drivers in that area. 16 minutes on the 51 from the 101 over to the mini stack, and 13 minutes on the 101 as you look to drive from the North Stack over to the Desert Ridge area.